Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne, this is stickymess17 and my channel is all about cleaning information, inspiration and motivation. I upload every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 AM GMT, so be sure to subscribe, hit the like button and turn on your notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. This video is a special video as it's New Year's, so I'm wearing makeup and you'll see why I'm really wearing makeup next week on Wednesday, so be sure to check it out. This is a special video, once off Q&A for my YouTube, and I thought I'd do something different as it's New Year's, so hopefully here's to a better new year. Anyway, I'm going to be looking to the side quite a bit because my computer's there and I've got 50 questions you've never been asked on YouTube. So this is my very first Q&A. I'm taking Q&A questions off of Mama Kaslonit. Apologies if I've completely messed that up, but anyway. So 50 questions you've never been asked on YouTube. So let's try to whiz through them very quickly and see if you get to know me a bit better. What is your favorite candle scent? I don't really have a favorite candles. I'm not really into candles. I do like scentsy oil burners. When it comes to smells, I like mint, like peppermint, and anything sort of apple and cinnamon. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Ooh, probably Sandra Bullock. Don't know why, just because. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Jason Statham. Isn't that a bit, wouldn't that be a bit incest? Hey, bit of eye candy as a sibling. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? Never. Do you know a hoarder? Yes. Don't know them personally, but there is one that lives very close to me. Can you do the splits? Yes. Right leg forward only, but I was a ballerina for 10 years until I busted my knee. As you'll see next week, I struggle to have my legs folded. I can fold them, but it does hurt, and I've got Osgood-Schlatter's disease, which means my knees, I've got an extra lump on the shin of my knee, just below. I'll put a picture in here for you of what it looks like. Not my knees. But I've got 2 screws and a bolt in my knee, so cut a long story short, yes, I can do the splits. I'm not as good as what I used to be. I am still very hypermobile. You know, I can even bend my toe right back. Shall I really show you? Oh gosh. Excuse my revolting toes, but yeah, I'm hypermobile. So yes, I can do the splits. Anyway, on to the next question. Sorry. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? I had training wheels on when I was 5. Probably learned probably about 6. How many oceans have you swum in? Indian, Pacific, Atlantic. Is it Irish Sea one? And then the one around Malaysia. I'm not looking it up now. I'm trying to get through this Q&A quick, but I've swum in Malaysian seas as well. How many countries have you been to? South Africa, Lesotho. Did I go to Swaziland? I don't think I've been to Swaziland. In South Africa, when Sun City wasn't classed as being in South Africa, I was at, so does it class as South Africa? I'm not sure. England, Wales, Scotland, Malaysia. Didn't go to Singapore. Canaries when I was in nappies, don't remember it. Cyprus. Love to go to Australia or New Zealand. So probably about 9. Is anyone in your family in the army? No, but my grandfather was kicked out of the war because of his gammy knees. The irony. So I have got previous generations that were in the army, but nobody currently that I'm aware of. What would you name your daughter if you had one? I've got a daughter, but before my daughter was even thought about, I always said that if I had a daughter, it would be Clarissa or Shelby. My daughter's not named either of those. What would you name your son if you had one? I don't know, probably Mark. Didn't really think of boys' names when I was pregnant with my daughter. Didn't know she was a girl, but we just couldn't settle on a boy's name. I've never had boys' names in my head, to be honest. What is the worst grade you got on a test? A fail. That was my A-level equivalent for accountancy. I was determined I wasn't going to take accountancy, and now I've got accountancy in my life. Yeah. What is your favorite TV show? What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? Pumpkin Patch, when I was young, definitely. And probably Barney, as this is like as a child, Barney and Friends, the purple dinosaur. Kiddy-O and KTV. I like Dexter's Lab. Johnny Bravo. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I remember these things off the top of my head. Yeah, and Neverending Story. I'm still scared of that. I'm scared of the dog. Is it? I forget the dog's name. The dog dragon thing. Yeah, I'm still terrified of that. Like 30 years later. What did you dress up as on Halloween? Oh, I can't get my words out. When you were 8. We never celebrated Halloween growing up. This was in South Africa, so I couldn't tell you. How many have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games or Twilight series? Probably the only person on the planet to say no. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I've got a messed up accent which has got a bit of English, Afrikaans, Welsh and South African in it. Did your mother go to college? Don't know, don't care. Are your grandparents still married? They're all dead. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, but I did taekwondo. Only a few lessons. Do you know who the Kermit the Frog is? Yes, it's a little Muppet, green Muppet frog thing. What was the first amusement park you've been to? Gold Reef City. What languages besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Sign language I'm fluent in, so that's not really my native language, but it's BSL. Probably Welsh, because I live in Wales. I do have a fascination in it. It's similar to, with a sound, to Afrikaans. So I think I'll do okay in it. I am learning very quickly, but a lot of English is spoken in Wales and people revert to English for me, no problem, which is really bad because I really want to learn. Do you spell the colour grey as in EY or AY? GREY. Is your father bald? No, my dad has a good head of hair. Love you, Dad. Where am I? Do you know triplets? Only Jagger and Woody from Heart. And The Way We Play on YouTube. I don't personally know any triplets. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Never seen The Notebook, so it'd have to be Titanic. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes. And when I was pregnant, with my daughter anyway, I was eating super spicy food. My boss brought in a curry and the boys were literally crying and I was wolfing it down. Other than that, I don't like spicy food. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? Used to be Cosmo. I think it's Nines. I haven't been for ages, but probably Cosmo. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? No. Do you belong to any warehouse stores, Costco, BJ's, etc.? Costco. I'm a member of Costco. I got that through the bus company I worked with in England. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know, I've never asked. If you have a nickname, what is it? Bonnie. I was Bonnie until I was 6, because when I was born, my sisters couldn't say Yvonne and it became Yvonne and then Bonnie. When I was 6, Bonnie died and went to heaven and now Yvonne lives. Matthew, you know who you are. I'm not going to say your last name. He knows me as Bonnie. Who's your favourite person in the world? I'm going to do an alive and dead because my favourite person, I've got goosebumps thinking about it, who is unfortunately dead, is Diana, Princess of Wales. And the irony, I live in Wales. I used to idolise her growing up. Living, my living person would probably be Oprah. Would you rather live in rural areas or in the suburbs? I grew up in the suburbs of northern Johannesburg. I am now semi-rural. I have lived rural since being in Wales, and it was just half an hour drive to everything. So yeah, rural is lovely. The views are amazing. I've got some lovely views here, but semi-rural is fine for me. Can you whistle? Of course I can. Do you sleep with a night light? Absolutely not. I suffer with photophobia, so light gives me headaches, and blues LEDs are the worst for me. So I actually sleep with a blackout blind. I've got blackout curtains, and if there's any light in my room, I just can't sleep. And I have sort of learned to sleep with a baby monitor now, and that is more for my peace of mind that my daughter's okay, because I'm still terrified of SIDS. I know she's old, but older for SIDS, but it's still a risk. Let's face it, at any age you can die in your sleep, and that's in my head, and I'm terrified. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No, I'm too lazy. Do you take pills or medication daily? Yes, I take multivitamin, citalopram, Phenergan. I take quite a few. Basically antidepressants, sleeping pills, because I just don't sleep. Multivitamins because my feet are always freezing cold and I'm trying to better my health. Sleeping pills because I don't sleep. What else? Panic medication, I can't think what it's called because I suffer with terrible anxiety. Yeah. What medical conditions do you have? Bad question. I have a tumor on my brain. I've had chemical meningitis. I'm asthmatic. Osgood-Schlatters, IBS, anxiety, depression. Yeah, and a few others that I don't really want to go into, but anyway. How many times have you been to the hospital? What, for medical treatment or emergency? I'm not sure. I've had babies in the hospital. I've had, let's just call it a failed pregnancy. About 12 years ago. Sorry, it's still hard. I've had 1, 2, 3 knee operations. I've had toenail surgery. I've had my tonsils removed. I've had my wisdoms removed. I've had my appendix removed. I've been in a car crash. I've broken my shoulder due to a stolen car hitting me on the elbow and breaking my shoulder. What else? That's all I can think of through the top of my head. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes. Where do you buy your jeans? Wherever I can get them nice and cheap. Lidl's, hand-me-downs, Bernardo's. Don't really care as long as they fit. I don't care. What's the last compliment you got? A friend this morning said to me, "Hey, you're wearing makeup. You look lovely." You know who you are. Thank you, miss. I'm just going to call her miss. Because I know she doesn't want to be named. But thank you. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Most definitely. What flavour tea do you enjoy? Peach tea. Definitely. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Work shoes, my sparkly shoes, my boots. I've got 1 pair of heel boots, 1 pair of normal boots, Crocs, slippers. Where are my slippers? Don't know, but 5. Those horrible ones from Lidl. So maybe 6 or 7. I'm not a shoe hoarder. I've got no space in my cupboard for shoes. What religion will you raise your children to practice? It's up to her. I'm atheist, so it's entirely up to her. How old were you when you found out Santa wasn't real? This is bad. Isn't Santa real? I never knew that. Oh well, that's one for me. Do you have a Tumblr? No. I've got Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, obviously. TikTok, I haven't quite figured out what I want to go, which angle I want to go with that, so that's why I haven't posted on there yet. Twitter, I'm just sharing my videos on there at the moment. I'm not quite ready to figure that one out. I'm still figuring it out. Instagram, I can't stand, but I am learning, so maybe when I actually understand it and learn it. I know some people are going to go, oh, it's so easy. I've never used it, I've never liked it, so it is a big learning curve for me, and I really can't be bothered with it, so I haven't been learning it. Yeah, so that's it. That's my 50 questions. That wasn't too bad. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Happy New Year. See you soon. Bye.